Hi, my name is Lukasz. I'm an online coach and I help busy professionals and regular people develop strong and lean physique without spending hours in the gym and following unsustainable diets. And in this video, you will learn how to warm up properly for a strength or muscle building or a hypertrophy workout. In the past, I have done many mistakes when it comes down to warm-ups. I did warm-ups that were just way too hard, which took away from my main training because they were just too fatiguing. The warm-ups that I have done also were too long, wasting my time, and I also didn't do warm-ups at all, which I do believe increased the risk for injuries and it actually impact my performance on the gym negatively. So I experimented with different warm-ups. I studied different approaches to warm-ups and I learned what's effective and efficient when it comes down to warm-ups for strength or muscle building training, at least for me. Now, the warm-ups can look a little bit different based on individual because there are certain variables that can impact the warm-ups, such as what type of workouts are you doing, your experience level and your strength level. For example, a person who is very strong, let's say they're squatting 500 pounds, it's going to take them much longer time to warm up and to build up to the working set comparing to a beginner who just does body weight squats or light squats with 15 pounds dumbbell like a goblet squat, for example, right? Also, age can play a factor as well. I do believe that older individuals or individuals with past injuries or current injuries, they might require a longer warm-up and more diligent warm-up comparing to a young athletic person. Some people don't even require warm-ups. They can just jump in and do their workout. For example, a person who doesn't have a lot of time, they can just do 20 to 30 minutes workout that is not very complex or very intense. They can perform the workout without the warm-ups, and that's fine as well. However, I do believe that if you have time available, spending the 5 to 10 minutes on the warm-up is worth of an investment for a few reasons. Because number one, warm-ups lowers the risk for injuries. They fire up your nervous system. They activate the muscles for the exercise that you're going to be performing, and they make your lifting technique more efficient, and they can also increase the ranges of motion. And if your technique of your exercise is more efficient, you can target the muscles more effectively, which can lead to more muscle growth. If your technique is more efficient as well, you can lift heavier weights, which can help you to get stronger. So there are benefits of the warm-up, and like I said, if you can spend 5 to 10 minutes, it's worth time of investment. You don't have to spend 20 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes, that's not necessary, but doing the warm-ups is beneficial. And when it comes down to warm-up, what I focus on is 4 components. We're talking about general warm-up, muscle fascial release or foam rolling, mobility, and specific warm-up. You don't have to do all of them, but incorporating at least one of them, I do believe is beneficial. So let's start with a general warm-up. General warm-up takes around 3 to 5 minutes. That's a slow, steady pace type of activity to elevate your heart rate around 50 to 60% of your maximum heart rate or zone 1. The goal of that is to also increase your temperature of your body. And for that, we can do different things, such as 3 to 5 minutes on the echo bike, a rowing machine or stairmaster machine or treadmill, whatever you prefer, just to get your sweat going, elevate your heart rate a little bit, and increase the temperature of your body. After that, you can do muscle fascial release or foam rolling. And the foam rolling can be beneficial because it can loosen up those stiff, sore, beat up muscles and can improve your ranges of motion during different exercises. For lower body, when I'm really beat up and I feel stiff and I feel a lot of knots in my muscles, I like to foam roll my quad, my glute, my hamstrings, my calf muscles. I do believe that I feel less stiff, I feel more mobile, and it helps me to acquire better ranges of motion during the squat. For Upper body, I like to foam roll my back and my lat muscles as well. It's not necessary to do it, but if you can spend an extra few minutes, you can do it. I think it can help to, like I said, makes your muscles feel less stiff, and it can help you to increase the ranges of motion. Then we can do mobility or dynamic mobility. I don't like to do static stretching before the workout because study shows that prolonged static stretching before the strength training can impact negatively your performance. For strength, also power training as well. So I like to do static training maybe after the workout, but before the workout, I like to do dynamic mobility. And I specifically like to focus on control articular rotation that I learned from functional range conditioning, a certification from Dr. Andrew Spina. And the goal of that is to isolate each joint capsule to its full range of motion under control. And what that does is increases your ranges of motion, allows you to strengthening your ranges of motion and your joints, increases the blood flow to the area, and it allows you to acquire, like I said, greater ranges under control with strength. So for upper body, when I do, for example, a bench press, I like to do cars or control articular rotations for shoulders. I also like to warm up my upper back with bent pull aparts or face pulls. For lower body, I like to warm up and work on my mobility in my hips and my ankles. Because, for example, when you're doing a squat, one of the most limiting factors that prevents people to acquire great range of motion during squat is ankle and hip mobility. So I like to do cars for hips, ankle rotations, ankle stretches on the backs. I also like to do mobility for my back. So I like to do cat and camel, burdocks, perfect stretch, and also dynamic leg swings, like side or up and down leg swings, just to, like I said, improve the range of motion and loosen up my joints and my muscles. Then we can transition to specific warm-up. And the goal of the specific warm-up is primarily to practice the technique of the lift that you're going to be performing. It allows you to fire your nervous system, work the muscles that you're going to be using during the specific exercise. So for example, let's say you're doing a barbell squat and your working set is 350 pounds. You're doing that for reps, right? So instead of jumping right away to that weight to 350 pounds, you can start warming up with the barbell only for, let's say, around 10 reps. Then you can put one plate on each side. So it's going to be around 135 pounds and do like 8 reps. Then do another plate, 225, do for around 3 to 5 reps. And then do your working set, which is 315 pounds. Do maybe like a 1 or 2 rep, just to kind of feel how that weight's going to feel like. So you can practice the technique under the working set. And it's going to make your working set more efficient, more effective. We call this activation potentiation, and that's how we would build up to that working set. It's kind of like a pyramid style of specific warm-up. So I hope that makes sense. And like I said, you don't have to spend tons of hours or time on the warm-up. I think that's a waste of time. 5 to 10 minutes on the warm-up is a great way to invest. I think it's beneficial to invest that time. It's going to improve your performance, it's going to lower the risk for injuries. And I hope that was valuable. If it was, please click the like button. And if you want to watch more of that similar content regarding to training and nutrition, please subscribe. And I see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.